Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman were victims of a high-profile double murder that occurred on the evening of June 12, 1994. Nicole was the ex-wife of former professional football player O.J. Simpson, and Ron Goldman was a friend of Nicole's who happened to be at her residence that night. She was born on May 19, 1959, in Frankfurt, West Germany. She grew up in Southern California and worked as a waitress before meeting and marrying O.J. in 1985. They had 2 children together, Sydney and Justin. Nicole and O.J. divorced in 1992 after a tumultuous relationship marked by allegations of domestic violence. Following the divorce, she focused on raising her children and worked as a model and waitress. She was known for her beauty and social connections within the Los Angeles area. Ronald Lyle Goldman was born on July 2, 1968, in Buffalo Grove, Illinois. He moved to Southern California to pursue a career in the restaurant industry and worked as a waiter and bartender. The events leading up to the murders began with a series of escalating conflicts between O.J. Simpson and Nicole Brown Simpson. There were allegations of domestic violence and a tumultuous relationship between the two. On the evening of June 12, 1994, Ron went to her residence to return a pair of glasses that her mother had left at the restaurant where he worked. They were brutally stabbed to death outside Nicole's Brentwood condominium in Los Angeles, California. The investigation quickly focused on O.J. Simpson as the prime suspect due to his history of violence towards Nicole and the fact that he had a contentious relationship with her. Additionally, O.J. Simpson had a cut on his hand that was noticed by investigators, which raised suspicions. However, he initially evaded authorities and became the subject of a low-speed chase that captivated the nation. The car chase involving O.J. Simpson is often referred to as one of the most captivating and dramatic moments in television history. It occurred on June 17, 1994, just a few days after the double murders. The chase interrupted the live broadcast of the NBA Finals and held the attention of millions of viewers across the United States. The pursuit began when O.J. Simpson failed to surrender to the authorities as planned. Instead, he fled in a white Ford Bronco driven by his friend, Al Cowlings, while being pursued by dozens of police vehicles. The chase unfolded on freeways in Southern California, with news helicopters broadcasting the events live. The media coverage of the chase was extensive, and networks interrupted regular programming to provide continuous updates. Many television stations aired the chase live, capturing the attention of viewers nationwide. As the chase progressed, crowds gathered on overpasses and along the freeway, in awe of the experience and even cheering for Simpson as he passed by. The chase lasted for approximately 2 hours and covered a distance of about 60 miles. During the pursuit, Simpson was reportedly holding a gun to his own head, which added to the intensity of the situation. Negotiations took place between Simpson and the authorities via cellular phone, with his friend Al Cowlings acting as an intermediary. The NBA Finals game between the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets was scheduled to be televised that evening, but the coverage was interrupted to provide live footage of the chase. There was even a split screen inside of Madison Square Garden to provide coverage. Viewers witnessed the remarkable scene of a slow-speed chase with a famous athlete as the central figure, creating a surreal and captivating moment in television history. Ultimately, the chase came to an end when Simpson returned to his Brentwood residence, known as the Rockingham Estate. He was subsequently taken into custody without further incident. The car chase, along with the ongoing murder investigation and subsequent trial, propelled the O.J. Simpson case into a media frenzy and solidified its status as one of the most widely followed and talked about events of the time. The trial that followed, known as the O.J. Simpson trial, or the trial of the century, became one of the most widely publicized and divisive criminal cases in American history. The trial lasted for months and was marked by intense media coverage and public scrutiny. Simpson assembled a high-profile defense team, including renowned attorneys such as Johnny Cochran, Robert Kardashian, Robert Shapiro, and F. Lee Bailey. They employed a strategy that included casting doubt on the integrity of the investigation, accusing the police of mishandling evidence, and raising questions about racial bias in the criminal justice system. Despite significant evidence against him, including DNA matching O.J. Simpson's blood to the crime scene, the defense successfully created reasonable doubt in the minds of the jury. On October 3, 1995, after a lengthy trial, the jury delivered a verdict of not guilty for O.J. Simpson, acquitting him of the charges of murder. The outcome of the trial sparked intense debate and controversy, with opinions divided along racial and socioeconomic lines. It highlighted issues of race, celebrity status, and the effectiveness of the criminal justice system. In 1997, Simpson was found liable for the deaths in a civil wrongful death lawsuit filed by the victims' families, and he was ordered to pay substantial damages. The murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman remain tragic events that shook the nation and continue to be remembered as a significant chapter in American criminal justice history.